Hey, Olivia. My name's Diane. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for earlier. Oh, hey there, Diane. I can't believe I'm only just talking to my little brother's wife for the first time. I wanted to introduce myself to you today, but I was so tied up with everything I didn't get a chance. I wanted to meet you too, sweetie. Don't worry about it, though. I get that you had a lot on your plate. So, Diane, huh? It's nice to finally speak to you. It's a shame we still haven't been able to meet for real. I was hoping I could see you before you went home, but I guess it couldn't be helped. I've been waiting for Gary to tell me your name for ages now. Sorry about that. I did want to stay, but I had some urgent plans that I just couldn't break away from, so I had to go home. But fear not, because Gary gave me your phone number. We're finally in touch. Yeah, I'm really pleased. Here's to a long, bright future as sisters-in-law. Yeah, right. Anyway, Olivia, I hope you don't think I'm rude in saying that, but the look on your face earlier was hilarious. Weren't you a little too surprised when me and Gary showed up? You looked like you'd seen a ghost. It's only natural I'd be surprised. Anyone would be a little shocked if their estranged brother, who they hadn't heard from for years, suddenly showed up at their house out of the blue. That would be surprising enough on its own, but I got hit with a double whammy when I realized he was married and brought his new wife along. My jaw almost hit the floor. When did you get married? The wedding was almost half a year ago. Hey, Olivia, want to hear the story of how we met? I'd love to hear it one day. But if you don't mind me asking, why did you guys come? It's not that I wasn't pleased to see you, but I was a little surprised when you went home so soon after coming out all this way to see us. We just wanted to see your guys' reaction. Any girl would be curious about what her man's family are like, no? Gary told me so many stories about you guys since we met that I was really eager to see you in the flesh. I wanted to know what kind of house you lived in, too. And boy, was I impressed. It's beautiful. Is it a new build? Newish. We had it built around 5 years back. I was blown away when I realized you lived in such a trendy house. Did you have it built through Peeps Homes? Yeah. Wow, how did you know? You've got a good eye for this kind of thing, huh? I was super surprised when I saw it for the first time, too. My mom had built it while I was living out in Singapore for work, so I wasn't there for the grand unveiling. I think a house that marvelous is wasted with just you and your sick mom in it. She gets admitted to the hospital all the time, right? Gary told me all about how many different illnesses and ailments she has. Not to mention all the medications she's on. Her medicine cabinet must be like a mini pharmacy. Anyways, her constantly being in and out of the hospital like that must mean you're basically living there on your own. Sure, it used to be that way, but she's been resting up at home a lot lately, so it feels less like I'm on my own again now. Besides, being a new build, it's really well insulated, which makes it perfect for my mom to recover in. To be honest, I'd say I feel more peace of mind when she's here with me than when she's in the hospital. The ventilation's great, and we get this lovely, refreshing breeze that passes through the house in the day. The lighting's amazing, and we can even see the Rocky Mountains from the north side windows. For my mom, who spends a lot of time in bed, it's the perfect house. I can't imagine any hospital even coming close to this level of comfort. Wow, really? That sounds so cool. It was rainy and misty today, so I didn't notice the Rocky Mountains. But that must be such a picturesque view. I have to ask you this, Diane. But don't you and my brother have any intention of helping out with my mom's care? I'm finding it really difficult on my own. What? No way, that ain't gonna be happening, sweetie. Why would we go out of our way to take on the burden of something we know is gonna eat up huge chunks of our time and stress the living heck out of us? What kind of masochists do you take us for? I see. Fine, whatever, I guess. I didn't expect anything of you to begin with, so I can't say I'm surprised. Everyone knows that looking after elderly parents is the eldest daughter's job. I get that you might be struggling, but don't you think trying to palm your responsibilities off onto your little bro and his wife just because they happen to pay you a visit is a tad brazen? Don't you think this presumptuous attitude of yours might have had something to do with you not hearing from Gary for years? Wow, Diane, do you even know how ridiculous that sounds? I'm pretty sure the only reason my brother didn't come home is because he felt awkward and embarrassed. He was scared of me lecturing him for what he did, wasn't he? Surely he must have told you about everything that happened. Lecturing? Everything that happened? What do you mean? Oh, so he kept it quiet from you then, did he? How convenient. Gary took my mom's wedding ring without her permission and sold it for cheap at a pawn shop. He's always been the troublemaker of the family. I could go on all day about the never-ending list of crap he's pulled over the years. For example, the time he bought himself a new Porsche with our dad's life insurance payout when he died. Surely that's your mom's fault for not giving him a big enough cut of the money. What else was he supposed to do if he was struggling? Wow, seriously? Even hearing tales of my brother's stupendous scumbaggery doesn't put you off of him? Gary's my husband. We're a team, and I'll always have his back no matter what. That's what being married is all about. Forgive me if this is a rude question, but what exactly is it about my brother that you like? He's handsome. Oh, I see. He's just my type. Not only is he handsome, but he's rugged, masculine, charming. He has all the traits a man should have. He really is amazing. I'm pleased to hear you think so highly of him. Anyway, would you mind telling him I'd like him to come and visit our mom every now and then? I hate to say it, but she's been getting so much worse lately that there's no telling when something serious might happen. I'd feel awful if they never got to see each other again. I think he should make the most of the time we all have together while we have it, because one day it'll be too late. And I don't want him to spend the rest of his life full of regret. Yes, boss, I'll pass on the message. Hey, Olivia, long time no speak. Me and Gary are going to be living with you at your mom's place from starting today. Our things will be arriving just after noon, so be a darling and get ready to bring it all inside for us. Excuse me? We'll be there in about 30 minutes. Start preparing the buffet, sweetie. We're starving. We're gonna need supper later on as well. I'll take a roast duck with plum sauce, mushrooms, mixed vegetables, and cashew nuts. Gary said he wants lasagna with cottage cheese, eggplant, spinach. Oh, and of course, we'll both be needing champagne and plenty of it. Whoa. Just slow down for a second there, Diane. Can we start back at the beginning? Would you mind explaining what you mean when you say you're going to be living with us? Actually, you know what? Before that, how about you explain what the hell you've been playing at all this time? You didn't even show up at Mom's funeral. Do you have any idea how many times we tried contacting you? You think we have enough free time on our hands to be answering your phone calls? We were busy getting ready for the move. You should have told us the old lady looked ready to kick the bucket if you wanted us to come. You can hardly expect us to drop everything and rush over for the funeral at a moment's notice. Removal vans don't come cheap, you know. What the hell are you talking about, Olivia? This is the first I've heard of you moving house. You're the only one left at your mom's place since she died, right? You must be lonely. We're gonna do you a huge favor and come keep you company because we're so kind. Besides, a house that magnificent is wasted on a single woman like you. It's such an amazing place. We think it at least deserves the respect of being lived in properly. Wow, so that's why you took it upon yourself to decide you're coming to live with me, is it? This house isn't wasted on me at all. Don't be so arrogant. Oh, yes, it is. It's wasted on you, and me and Gary are gonna fix that. It makes far more sense for a couple like us to live there, because unlike you, we have a future. We'll probably have kids before long. Then Gary will inherit the house, and we can live there with our new family happily ever after. Wait a sec, are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? That I should leave? Why should I? I lived here for the last 5 years with Mom before she passed away. I was responsible for all of her care. all of the housework, paid the bills, did all the grocery shopping, and now you're telling me I should leave? Maybe all those things are true, but the point still stands that me and Gary already ended the contract on our apartment and hired the removal van. Your mom's house is the only place we have left to go. I can't tell you how excited we are about moving into our nice, big, spacious, detached house in the country with a view of the mountains. Our old place was a cramped little shoebox-sized apartment in the city. I can't tell you what it's like to finally be leaving that cockroach-infested hellhole. Who the hell do you think you are? You don't text, you don't call, you don't visit, you don't even show up at our mom's damn funeral. You don't show the slightest care for her while she was sick and dying. I literally haven't heard from either of you in years. And then you think you get to show up out of the blue and announce you're moving into her house as soon as she dies? I can't believe you left your apartment and hired a removal company without even freaking consulting me first. You're unreal. Listen, Olivia, I wanted to do this the polite way, but if you insist on whining at me like this, I have no choice. I'm just gonna come out with it. You don't belong in a house that trendy. It's like giving the crown jewels to a peasant. Fortunately, it just so happens that me and Gary are a perfect fit for the place. We're trendy, we're hip, we're up to date on all the latest fashion trends, we make a lot of money. Basically, we're winners in life. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if house prices shot up when people got wind of a couple as cool as us moving into the neighborhood. I see. Things are finally starting to make sense. I think I understand why you guys showed up out of the blue that time half a year ago now. As far as you guys were concerned, that was a house viewing, wasn't it? Oopsie! Did we get busted? I remember it like it was yesterday. I fell in love with the house the moment I saw it, my dream home. You don't have to worry about the place though, sweetie. I'll take good care of it. Hurry up and get your things together and get the hell out. You're nothing but a nuisance in the way of mine and Gary's happiness. I see how it is. All right, have it your way. I'll leave. But I want you to know that as far as I'm concerned, you and my brother are the last people who should be living in that house. Oh, what's this? The distant cries of a bitter loser? Believe me, Olivia, me and Gary are a perfect fit, so you need to hurry up and get the hell out. Preferably before we arrive so we don't have to look at your ugly face, okay? Thanks, sweetie. Hey, why aren't you picking up the phone? I've been trying to call you. At least reply to my messages. Hello? Oops, my bad. Must have dozed off. Sorry, honey. I feel wonderfully refreshed now, though. What can I do for you? What can you do for us? You know damn well what you can do for us. Now isn't the time to be taking naps. We just got kicked out of our freaking house. Help! Diane, you seem a little tense. Is everything okay? Judging from the state of the frenzied panic you're in, I'm guessing it already started. Oh, wait, you know? You know what's happening at the house right now? Yep, more or less. Then how about you frickin' do something about it? Some strange old guy showed up and told us to get out of the house. Who is he? Do you know him? Yep. Gary was so pissed off, he was about ready to challenge him to a fight right then and there on the doorstep. He's gone for the time being. The old guy didn't seem intimidated at all. He just laughed when Gary started moving closer to him to try and get him to back off. I didn't catch what he said properly over the sound of Gary flipping out at him, but I'm pretty sure he said something about coming back before he finally walked away. Oh, really? You're right, that doesn't sound like he was intimidated at all. Right? Then when he was getting into his car, he said something about us regretting this? I can't put my finger on what exactly it was, but there was something scary about his aura, like he might be involved in some bad things. One thing's for sure, he wasn't a law-abiding citizen. Take this as your first and final warning. I think it'd be wise to do exactly as that old man told you. Why? What's going to happen to us if we don't? Who the hell is he? You'll never be able to get away from him as long as you're staying there. I'm the only one that can live in that house. Huh? You and Gary seem to be making a major misunderstanding. That house didn't belong to my mom. What? Then who the hell does it belong to? The old guy who just showed up and gave you the fright of your lives. Wait, what? That guy owns the house? You've got to be kidding me. That guy is a highly accomplished businessman, philanthropist, and real estate magnate who rubs shoulders with some of the world's most influential people. He runs several companies across a range of industries, from IT to real estate, from industrial manufacturing to hospitality. He's even making waves in the donut industry. He was in Time magazine lately for his role of the expansion of the vegan hotel suites he introduced at one of his hotel chains. He owns land in over 30 states and has been photographed with every president since Bush Sr. Mom was just renting the house from him. He was technically her landlord. Well, I say renting, but he was actually letting her stay there for free. And me too. What? For free? How the hell did you manage to get him to let you guys stay in such an amazing house for free? You mean, why did my mom get special treatment? Because the two of them were married under common law. Married under common law? What does that mean? Common law marriage is for couples who want to live together and present themselves as a married couple without going through a marriage ceremony or getting tied up in any of the legal aspects. Anyway, the bottom line is that old man is well within his rights to give you and Gary your marching orders. You're living in his house without permission, Diane. I don't think I need to educate you on the legality of that. You don't need to be a genius to figure out he could take you to court if you carry on refusing to leave. As far as the law is concerned, you two are total strangers. Wait, what? You mean me and Gary could get arrested? I lived with him and Mom for a long time, and we're on really good terms. He said he was more than happy for me to carry on living there free of charge after Mom passed away. He was obviously never going to extend the same courtesy to the arrogant, selfish son-in-law who neglected his beloved wife, failing to visit her even as she lay dying in hospital. You're insane if you think he's going to let you get away with taking it upon yourself to move into his house out of the blue. If you have anything resembling an ounce of common sense between the two of you, you'll get out of there as soon as possible and pray he takes mercy on you for the trespassing committed thus far. But where are we supposed to go? That's neither mine nor his problem, Diane. Why don't you try putting yourself in his shoes for a moment? It's only natural he'd be furious with you for what you did. Plus, that's not all, is it? I heard all about the awful, disrespectful things you said to him. Something tells me there's a strong possibility he's focusing all of his efforts on clearing his house of its parasite infestation as we speak. I told you how influential he is, right? Money is no issue for him, and he's been through enough legal battles to know a thing or two about how the law works. He'll have you in court so fast you won't know what's hit you. What are you trying to say? That he's already talking to the police or his lawyer? No, we can't afford to go to court. We wouldn't even know the first thing about hiring a lawyer. I think things could be about to get very difficult for you if you don't take my brother and get out of that house immediately. I want to, believe me, but Gary's refusing to move. He says we're staying and that's final. Wow, I see he's just as much of a moron as usual then. Let me guess, he's being a stubborn blockhead and refusing to leave to protect his wounded pride because my stepdad flipped out at him? He must be seething. Knowing Gary, he's probably thinking of how he can take his revenge. But won't the police be showing up soon? Olivia, please, you have to help us. Won't you try and convince him to leave? I begged and I pleaded, but he won't hear a word of it. You're his sister. Maybe he'll listen to you. The police? The old man's influence extends far beyond the police. After what Gary said to him, something tells me you're in for a lot worse than a police visit. What? Worse than a police visit? What's that supposed to mean? Tell me, please, you're scaring me. Oh, I am? Guess I can't say I feel guilty. To be honest, you guys have had this coming for a while now. I think it's about time you learned your lesson. Good luck, sweetie. help us, please! Olivia, I'm begging you. You have to do something. We're in big trouble here. What's wrong? Has there been another development? The house is surrounded by scary-looking bald guys in leather jackets. They're big and muscly and have the meanest looks on their faces. Me and Gary are terrified. We closed all the curtains and turned the lights off to make them think we're not home. We can't even escape with them out there. I've never seen Gary this way before. He's curled up in the corner, rocking back and forth in the fetal position, whispering, "This is all just a dream," to himself in between outbursts of hysterical crying. He looks pathetic. Wow, I see. So they did end up going after all. I wasn't sure if he'd actually do it. What? Do you know these people? Who the hell are they? That old guy, is he like the leader of a gang or something? No, it's nothing like that. He's powerful and influential, but he's not involved in anything dangerous or illegal. And neither are the guys currently surrounding your house. Do you really want to know, Olivia? Okay, I'll tell you. They're all former professional boxers. I told you he runs several companies, right? Well, he has ties to the boxing industry going back decades and runs a couple of martial arts gyms locally. Wait, so basically these guys surrounding our house are a bunch of angry fighters? Bingo. Looks like he stopped by all of his gyms, picked up the boxing coaches, and brought them back to the house. With a short-tempered moron like my brother, a simple, easy-to-understand show of force is always going to be a lot more persuasive than a reasoned argument. What? But this is barbaric. This is no different to how the mafia operates. But is it really? All they're doing is surrounding your house. Go on, take a peep from behind the curtains if you dare. They're just standing there, right? It's not like they're causing any trouble. Besides, you're the ones illegally trespassing in their boss's house. If you want to know what a lawbreaker looks like, then why not start by looking in the mirror? This is outrageous! How do you think the neighbors are going to feel when they see this bunch of mean-looking bald dudes loitering down their street? There are kids around here. It's only a matter of time before someone feels frightened and calls the cops. The only ones who'll be in trouble then are him and his henchmen, so I suggest you make them stop right this instant. I wonder. You see, Diane, every single house in that neighborhood belongs to that old man. He operates a communal living scheme for young fighters who need a helping hand in life. He provides them with somewhere to live and covers all of their living expenses so they can train and focus on their fight careers full time. There's not a single person in that neighborhood who'd call the cops on him. In fact, your neighbors are all buddies with the mean-looking henchman currently outside your house. He owns every single house in the neighborhood? Just how much money does this guy have? Looks like Mr. and Mrs. Sheep moved into Wolf Village without realizing it. Oopsie. It was nice knowing you both. Please help us. You have to do something about this. You said you and your hotshot new daddy are friends, right? Then talk to him for us and get us out of this mess. He'll listen to you. I bet one word from you is all it'll take for him and his lackeys to go home. Please, I'm begging you. Isn't there something you should say before you come asking me for favors? Did you forget what you and my brother did? I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry I stole your house. Is that all? That doesn't make me feel like forgiving you. I'm so sorry for all the nasty, mean things I said about you. I'm so sorry for not going to your mom's funeral. We should have been there and we weren't. But you're well within your rights to hate us for that. But please try and find it in your heart to forgive us. We'll leave the house straight away, I swear. We'll never come back for as long as we live. Will you pass on a message to my brother for me? If you ever, even so much as try, to come anywhere near me after this, you won't get off so lightly next time. He makes me sick. I'll be happy if I never see his face again. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have a little brother anymore. He's as good as dead to me. Okay, I just told him. He said sorry. He'll never come near you or the house again. All right, I'll tell them. Yes, thank you so much, Olivia. I'll never forget this. Oh, don't get the wrong idea, sweetie. I only mean I'll tell them to spare your lives. Spare our lives? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I'll tell the old man he can do whatever he likes with you both as long as he spares your lives. What? But why? We both apologized, didn't we? Sure, you apologized to me, but he's angry with you for his own reasons. If you want the band of angry fighters outside your house to go away, then I suggest you go out and negotiate with the boss man yourselves. But to negotiate with him, we'd have to leave the house. Of course. Duh. Alrighty then. Time to dig deep for every last ounce of courage you've got and face the music. You can do this, Diane. I believe in you. Be brave. No. I can't. I just can't. Please. Do you have any idea how scary these guys look? I can't go near them. What alternative do you have? You gonna stay holed up in the house forever? Look, let me make it real simple for you. If you're not out of that house within the next hour, I won't forgive you either. Did the removal company arrive yet? Not yet, but they won't be long. I suggest you get on the phone immediately and call them off. But what are we supposed to do with our things? We already got rid of the apartment. We don't have anywhere to put everything. I'm not sure why you think that's my problem, sweetie. But I can assure you it most certainly is not. Figure it out yourselves. I'm sure they'll keep a hold of it all for an extra day if you toss a little money their way. We don't have any left. Look, Olivia, to tell you the truth, me and Gary have been unemployed for a while. I quit my job when he got promoted a while back, but he got fired one day after throwing a cheese grater at his boss in the office cafeteria. We'd been struggling to pay the rent on the apartment for a while. That's why we decided to move here. We had no choice. We used the last remnants of our savings on the removal van. Wow, you two really are beyond saving. Unfortunately for you, I couldn't care less whether you're in dire straits. If you leave even so much as a single one of your belongings outside this house, there will be hell to pay. Olivia, please, this is going too far. How could you be so heartless? Do you want me and your brother to be homeless, do you? Because we'll have no choice but to live on the streets if we do what you're asking us to. You're about to destroy a young couple's future with your selfish demands. Is that really something you want on your conscience? What's this all of a sudden? The distant cries of a bitter loser? Homeless is fine by me. Hurry up and get out of my house. After that, my brother and his wife escaped the house in a hurry, under the stony gaze of the group of brawny men gathered outside. They told me they had no money left after canceling the contract on their apartment, so I have no idea what became of them after that, and to be honest with you, I don't care one bit. Their fates will forever remain a mystery. With that, I moved back into my house and resumed my life as normal. Of course, appearances can be deceiving, and while I know that all of my Boxer neighbors are kind, friendly, warm-hearted people, I can easily see how the neighborhood being full of mean-looking guys in black cars with tinted windows could scare off anyone who didn't know. Which means that any shady characters or would-be criminals don't have the guts to come near the place. And as a result, we never get any troublemakers, and it's an amazingly peaceful place to live. Anyway, I mentioned what lovely people my Boxer neighbors are, right? Well, it just so happens that I married one of them, a pro fighter, even years after the events of today's episode. Eventually, we moved out of that house and got a place of our own out in the country. Even still, we stayed in touch with my mom's husband and ex-landlord, who'd done so much for us both over the years, and we're still in contact to this day. With both my parents gone, he agreed to walk me down the aisle as my dad on our wedding day. It was the happiest day of my life, and I just know my parents were looking down on us, smiling. I'll be eternally grateful to my mom for bringing such an amazing, compassionate human being into my life.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Peep Texts! Becca, Mom's going out today, so I won't be home. You go ahead and figure something out for dinner yourself, okay? What? hang on. Where are you going? I'm going to LA real quick. I have something that came up, and I gotta go take care of it. What about Dad, though? Look, Becca, why do you think I'm able to go out at all? It's because your father is out with his company parties, having dinner with them, obviously. Otherwise, there's no way I'd be able to go out at night. About today, though, it's my birthday. Did you forget? Why would you think I forgot? But if Dad isn't here, what's the point in having a party at all, right? Why don't we just pretend this year's birthday never happened at all? Actually, why would you even want to celebrate your birthday at your age? Huh? You're literally in high school already, right? Are you seriously happy because it's your birthday? Oh, you need to grow up. It's literally the world's most useless celebration. Why would I want to have a party for it? Dude, that's kind of messed up to say to your daughter. To me, it's a special day. I thought I could hang out at home and celebrate with my family, so I even turned down invitations to celebrate with my friends. Well, then it's your fault for being stupid. Look here, a good woman, at the bare minimum, doesn't reveal her mind or her age. You especially, don't have much to work with in the face department. So, if you have spare time to celebrate some dumb birthday, you should study. If you're not even smart, no one will ever marry you when you're older. What the? Why are you telling me this on my birthday? I seriously do not understand what is going on right now. You're being such a bitch. I'm telling you everything you need to hear. I'm looking out for you, you understand? Who wants to be single and unmarried past 30? Mom, where are you right now? Help me, please. I just got hit by a car and they just drove away. I can't move at all right now. There's so much blood coming out of my leg. Someone just help me and called an ambulance for me. Mom, where are you? This hurts so much, Mom. Please, help. Please, come save me. Mom, please.
What's going on? Did something happen? Is everything okay?
Dad, I'm really sorry to bother you while you're working. I was just involved in a hit and run. I'm in an ambulance right now.
What? Why the hell aren't you saying anything? Are you okay? Talk to me!
I'm okay. Sorry, I could answer, but apparently my phone broke when I was hit by the car, so I can't hear anything.
Are you injured?
I'm bleeding a lot from both of my knees. Also, my left elbow won't move at all, no matter how hard I try.
There are people around you right now, right?
There are the EMT people around me right now, yeah.
Where is Mom? Is she with you? Did you message her at all?
I did, but she's just ignoring me. She won't answer her phone.
I thought she was supposed to stay at home tonight. That's weird. Whatever. Okay. I understand. I'll head over right now. Tell me what hospital you're going to.
I'm so sorry, Dad. I know you're still working.
Becca, you don't need to worry about that at all, okay? Just tell me which hospital you're headed to.
I'm heading to Central General, I think.
Okay, kiddo. I'm heading over right now.
Sorry, Becca. I didn't check my text messages at all. You were in an accident? You're just messing with me, right? Oh, you're seriously so slow. Where are you right now? I'm at the hospital already. Dad is here with me too. What? Dad is supposed to be at work, right? Why is he there? You didn't answer the phone, so he came for me instead of you. Are you telling me your dad is literally with you right now? Are you serious right now? I was actually taking care of work, to be honest with you. I'm so sorry. I'll head over right now, okay? You hang tight. You really don't have to come. Anyways, why didn't you come by to save me? I texted and called you so much. I told you, sweetie, I was at work. I was too busy, so I couldn't let it go. Yeah, you were ignoring my SOS to go to your stupid beauty salon, right? Be honest with me. I have photos of you at the beauty salon too, you know. My friend's sister just sent them to me. Huh? Your mom just finished her therapy at our salon, Becca. I wasn't the person working on her, so I couldn't really say anything to her, though. So what is this about you being involved in an accident? Are you okay? That's what I got from her. You didn't know that Susan's sister worked at that salon, did you? Susan's sister? I just talked to her on the phone. She was surprised because she didn't realize that I had such a bad accident and was badly injured. You were apparently laughing at my text messages too. She thought I had just tripped and fell or something. You knew about what I was saying and what had happened to me. You knew that I was in a hit and run. You knew. And yet you still didn't come, right? Am I right? I didn't know. Those people must have been lying, dear. I wasn't even looking at my phone, I promise. I didn't know, so how could I possibly go save you? You realize that we can find out if you had your phone or not just by asking the sister to look at the surveillance footage, right? You don't really have to do that much, do you, dear? You don't trust what your own mother is telling you? Why would I possibly be able to trust you? You ignored your own daughter who was involved in a terrible accident so you could sit there with cucumber slices on your eyes and enjoy life to its fullest. Why would I trust a parent like that? To be honest with you, I can't see you as a parent. Okay, I got it. If you don't like it, I'll just apologize, okay? Just please, don't tell Dad that I was at a beauty salon, okay? He already knows about everything. He's looking at these text messages right now, too. Huh? You two can go ahead and talk to each other on your own.
Becca showed me everything up until this point. All of the messages that you ignored. I didn't realize that you behaved that way towards your own daughter. I had no idea. I have lost all hope in you as a human.
No, it's not what it looks like. I have my reasons, I promise.
You left your own daughter's birthday to go play. And you didn't even go to save your own daughter when she needed help the most.
So what? Who cares? You also forgot about the birthday too, right? I didn't say anything. But sometimes people forget things. It can't be helped. That just means that she really doesn't have any kind of presence in my life.
I didn't forget about her birthday, just so you know.
Huh? But you said that there would be a party with your coworkers.
I didn't say that I would be attending at all. I even specifically said that I would try to figure out a way to get home and not go.
What? Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
Of course I was being serious. Why would my party be more important than my own daughter's birthday? I even bought a present for her and I was headed home when Becca called and messaged me.
Wow. Becca, you are seriously the absolute worst.
What?
She has no idea what it means to be a man of your stature at all. I mean, just think about it for a second. Work is just a tool for a man to increase his own self-worth. Duh. And then this daughter decides to go and get in your way? Unbelievable. No, that is totally unacceptable.
That's literally what daughters are supposed to do. Parents should always take care of their kids, no matter what happens.
I knew that was how you felt about everything. I always had a suspicion, but now I know for sure.
What?
You look at Becca as a woman, don't you? Someone you're attracted to?
What the? What the hell are you talking about?
You're attracted to her because she's pretty and young, right? Oh, I knew it. That's disgusting. Oh, gross. I always had a sneaking suspicion between you two. I'll be honest, you're the one that's acting disgusting.
What the hell are you smoking?
I knew about this from a long time ago. That's why I ignored this accident, too, on purpose.
What?
I figured if Becca scratched up her face real good, then maybe, just maybe, you'd wake up from your stupid dream with her. Because even if she's young, she's ugly. Then she's completely worthless as a woman, right? I, on the other hand, may be a little older recently, but as you can see, I'm maintaining my beauty from my younger days. If anything, I've really been able to polish and work out all of the problems.
Okay, so first off, you're never going to look as good or be as good of a human as Becca. Ever.
What? Why the hell not?
That's because she doesn't judge people based on their titles or their looks. She's also a capable human to be able to care genuinely about their well-being and put aside her own self-interest. That alone puts her miles above what you are as a human being.
What the hell are you even talking about? The value of a human being is basically all about looks. There's no way that Becca would ever be worth anything like me.
Yeah, so about that. She's above you in that department too. She was even scouted by a big-time modeling agency too. I know she turned it down because she wasn't interested either, but...
What? What is this about? I didn't hear about that. Becca is getting scouted? What?
Apparently it wasn't her first time either. It's been a repeat occurrence. She was totally used to handling the situation. Also, why would she tell you anything? It's something that she really doesn't care anything about. Unlike you.
What? Anyways, who cares if she's being scouted? Big deal. I used to be a model back in my day, too.
Yeah, you always say that, but I'll be honest with you. Being on the local paper once because your relatives had some connections doesn't make you a model.
What? How did you know about that?
You realize that all your relatives know about that, right? I don't believe that you're still bragging about it. Everyone always talks behind your back because that's all you brag about.
What? You're just lying to me, right? Did you tell them off for me?
Why the hell would I? They're not wrong at all. Anyway, I'm going to talk to my lawyer and we can talk about what's going to happen next.
Huh? What do you mean what's going to happen next? Are you talking about breaking up?
Yeah, why wouldn't I divorce you? I don't want Becca to have any more bad parenting from you.
Please, no, please. I need you to rethink this.
No way. You have no right to be her mother.
I don't need a right to be her mother anymore. I don't even want to have a daughter. I wanted a son.
You're seriously so damn rotten to the core.
Come on. I'm already 47 years old. If you dump me, I can't continue on with my life.
You're seriously only thinking about yourself till the very end, aren't you?
Of course I am. I need you to take care of me till my deathbed since we got married.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Becca is saying something right now. She apparently wants to give you some advice.
Huh?
A good woman, at the bare minimum, doesn't reveal or mind her age. If you're not even smart, no one will ever marry you when you're older. You're almost in your 50s. That's what she said to me now.
My angry mother tried to come into the hospital where I was staying, but We kept where I was a secret and refused to tell her where I was. My father decided to go see my mother when I left the hospital, but apparently she was wearing red high heels and a short skirt, as if to show off what a great woman she was. She was trying to get him to fold by seducing him. Of course, my father, and everyone around him, were aghast by the sight. As soon as she figured out that he was not going to change his mind about the divorce, she started crying in public and begging him not to leave her. It was hell on earth, to be honest. I'm currently living at my grandparents' house, but if these two are divorced, I'm going to live out here with my father and my grandparents. I prefer the life out here over the city life, so I'm actually excited for what's to come. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Michael, your mother is home from the hospital. Her condition seems stable.
That's good to hear. Mom really aged, didn't she? She needs support when she walks and has a urine bag with her, and she can't even take a bath alone.
It's natural to age, so don't say that. Your mother is trying her best, too.
But don't you think she should stay at a nursing home? She can't move around freely anyways.
She can still think for herself, and I think she also prefers staying at home. We can still look after her, so I don't see a problem. Plus, I'm the one looking after her. You don't take care of her at all.
No, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to look after her.
But remember, we live in her house. I think your mother would also like it if her real son looked after her, not me. How about you look after her sometimes?
No, I don't think so. Taking care of her waste and giving her a bath. I don't think it's my job as her son.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Michael. And what if I get sick? You would be responsible to look after your mother. You should get used to taking care of her.
If you get sick, I'm taking Mom to a nursing home.
What if she refuses and says she wants to stay at home?
In that case, she'll have to look after herself on her own. I have work to do, so I wouldn't have time to look after her.
Why can you say something so heartless? She's been taking care of you all these years. Oh, by the way, I'll have to ask you to look after your mother when I'm away to meet my brother and his wife.
What do you mean?
They're coming home for a visit. I haven't seen them in ages, not since they moved abroad. So I'm planning to meet them. And stay over at my parents' house on the weekends next month.
Why are you telling me now? I can't make any changes in my schedule now.
Why? It's nearly a month away. You should be able to make some arrangements in your schedule.
First of all, why would I have to waste my weekend looking after her? It's not my responsibility. I'm gonna pass.
You can't just pass. You know that I always look after her every single day, don't you? Can't you just help me for once?
Not my business. Just hire a caregiver or something.
Alright. Your mother has already approved of me leaving the house for a few days, so I'll discuss it with her.
Turns out you asked for her permission before even telling your own husband.
It's not like that. She was there when I was contacting my family. I spend most of my time with her. You're not even at home most of the time, only coming home just to eat your meals and get some sleep. You never even listen to what I want to say. We never get to discuss anything.
I'm tired from working all these hours outside when you're at home. Who do you think supports the living of this household?
I understand that you're working hard for our family, and I'm really thankful for bringing money home. But I'm also doing what I'm expected to do at home. I honestly don't want you to think that you don't have any responsibility in the house because you work outside.
You expect more from me, a housewife like you.
Are you mocking me?
I'm not going home today.
Huh? Why?
I don't want to see your face and hear your annoying rants. It's so tiring talking to you. Bye.
Hey, Michael! Wait a second. Where are you staying the night? Michael, reply to my messages. Michael, I thought you said you would be home early. When are you coming home?
Sorry, I'll be late tonight.
Didn't I tell you that I caught a cold? I was really hoping you would come home early today. Can you get me some cold drinks on your way home?
I'm telling you that I'm going to be late tonight. Just order it using the delivery service. It's not even that late in the night. Don't depend on me all the time.
Okay, sorry for asking. I think my head's not working properly because I have a fever.
Don't pretend like you're sick. It's your fault that you got a cold in the first place.
Huh?
You shouldn't have visited your parents' house, abandoning your duty to look after Mom. If Mom catches a cold too, it's your fault. She could even end up in the hospital if a weak grandma like her catches a cold. You really lack consideration. Poor Mom. I can't believe you entitle yourself as a caregiver at this point.
I'm sorry. If you're so worried about your mother, why don't you come home early? I bet it's hard for her to go to the restroom alone. She insists that she would try doing things by herself, but...
Blame yourself for catching a cold. Don't blame me for your mistakes.
It's my fault that I caught a cold. But can't you at least help me out when I'm unable to?
Take responsibility for your own actions. Don't push your caregiving responsibilities on me.
When we decided that we would look after your mother at home, you promised that we would work together. Don't you remember the promise you made?
Back then, you had a part-time job, Amanda. Now you're jobless, so don't complain, housewife.
I left my job because your mother required more support, and I had to dedicate my time to look after her. First of all, wasn't it you who asked me to look after her? She's your mother, isn't she? I won't ask for more, so can't you care more about her?
Enough with complaints. I don't want to catch a cold from you. So do something about it by yourself. Hey, Amanda. Sorry, but can you leave the house as soon as possible?
Huh? What do you mean?
I decided I would divorce you. I never told you, but I actually love someone else. I'm planning to marry her instead.
Huh? Are you serious?
I'm telling you that I want to get a divorce so that I can marry who I really love.
Do you understand what you're saying? You just admitted that you were cheating on me all this time.
I wasn't cheating, we never had an affair. We were planning to get together after I officially got a divorce.
You don't make sense.
I bet you can't understand, because it's pure love that exists between my lover and I.
Don't you know that I can still demand compensation money even if you never had an affair?
I did some research, but it turns out it's difficult to claim the money if there's no affairs involved. I bet you can't process what I just told you. It's ridiculous to say that I'm cheating when the only thing I did was to take her out for dinner together.
I never expected anything from you. But I never expected you to be such a bastard.
You just call me a bastard. Says who?
Betraying me like this? Don't you think you're a bastard?
All you have to do is look after Mom and you get everything you need to live, you useless bitch. Annoying me all the time. I can't even recall why I ever loved you. You should be the one thanking me for all the things I did for you.
I get it now. I finally understand that you really don't understand me at all. I have no regrets.
Oh, you're simply going to accept your fate? What a surprise.
After all the trouble you caused me, there's no other option, is there?
I thought you would plead for mercy, crying not to leave you. You're feeling lucky, aren't you? I bet you're so happy now that you don't have to care for Mom.
I'm not rotten like you.
Well, I have nothing to say if you would accept our divorce. Be sure to start packing your stuff. Be ready to leave the house anytime I ask you to. Amanda, I can't believe you haven't started packing. My new wife's moving in next week. What have you been doing for the past few weeks?
I'm almost done packing.
Huh? Have you seen your room? When I returned home this morning, your stuff was still there untouched.
I don't think so. You probably saw wrong.
Ha! No way! There's no use of resisting, Amanda. Nothing can stop you from leaving this house. Just leave already before my new wife moves in.
Cheating on me while I took care of your mother and kicking me out of the house at last. You're really a bastard, you know that?
I'm forcing Mom to join a nursing home now. Good job for looking after her till now. I can finally enjoy freedom without you being annoying all the time. Don't hold a grudge on me for dumping you.
Oh? You're the one who's gonna get dumped by me. I'll put all of your stuff outside, so leave as soon as possible, alright?
Huh? You don't make any sense.
I'm telling you that you're the one who's gonna get kicked out of the house.
Why am I the one who's gonna get kicked out? It's my family's house.
More accurately, your mother's house. Actually, the official procedure to change the ownership of the house was complete today. And now, this is my house under my name. So you're the one who's gonna leave this house. I won't be accepting any of your new wife's stuff when it's delivered to the house, just so you know.
What are you saying? Huh? Why are you the new owner of the house?
It's your mother's suggestion. When I told her about our divorce, she told me to dump you after all you did to me. Your mother actually helped me out a lot in the process.
Mom's suggestion? You're kidding. Why would she side with you, not her own son?
Well, I think you deserve it. You never took care of her, did you? I was the one looking after her while you were cheating on me. And it was actually your mother who suspected that you were cheating on me in the first place. She told me a few months ago, so we hired a private detective for further investigation.
Are you telling me that you knew about it before I told you?
Yeah, that's right. And you mentioned that there was no affair between you and your lover. But that's not true, is it? We have proof for that as well. So you're gonna have to pay me compensation money.
I can't believe it! Why didn't you tell me when you found out?
I knew that love between us was long gone. But we were once in love with each other. I just couldn't leave you because we had our good times. Although I did consider getting a divorce multiple times. Plus, I was worried about your mother. Who would take care of her if we got divorced? But when you asked me to divorce you, I realized that I didn't need you in my life.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that you now own the house, and I'll also be paying for compensation?
Yes, that's true. And your lover will also be paying. You're both responsible, and you both should be blamed.
You contacted her? If you haven't contacted her yet, please don't!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I've already sent her the payment details. Are you worried because she lives with her parents? But it's her fault that she cheated, don't you think?
When did you send her the payment details?
Why would you ask? Oh, are you trying to sneak in to get the payment details from their mailbox before they find out? Well, I think it's too late though, because I just received a call from her parents about it. They called me to apologize and said they will no longer allow you to meet their daughter.
Huh? You serious?
Turns out her parents didn't know that you were already married to someone else.
It's a nightmare.
Excuse me? Who do you think caused this mess? Lying to me that you never had an affair with her, and even going to meet her parents when you were still married? How unbelievable. It's a nightmare for me and her parents.
Please, Amanda, please tell her parents that what you told them was a joke. She's well brought up and from a nice family. Her parents will never approve of our marriage that started from an affair.
I don't think someone with a good upbringing would choose to have an affair with a married man, though. Isn't she fooling you?
We're bonded by pure love.
Pure love doesn't involve cheating, in my opinion. You're ridiculous. If it's really pure love, you should have known better.
Amanda, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that I depended on you to look after Mom. I'm sorry for everything I did. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. So please tell her parents that our love was a result of an affair. I'll pay for whatever price you wish.
I now own a house, and I'll even be receiving compensation money from both of you. Not to mention that I would also be getting a division of property. I'm happy with what I'm getting.
But you're a housewife! You don't have a job, what are you gonna do? Looking after Mom won't make you any money. The more money you have, the better.
There's no need to worry. I was worried about my future after I got a divorce. So I started preparing and planning for the future with your mother beforehand.
Plan? What do you mean you started preparing for the future?
I'm now a certified care worker, so I'm planning to start working as a professional. When I'm out working, we decided to hire a caregiver. I know you've used up most of your savings. I can't depend on your compensation when I don't know if you can actually pay for it.
I still do have some money that I saved when I was single.
The last time I checked, there wasn't much left in your account. You seem to be using a lot of money since you started dating her. You should really check what's left in your account. I don't think you even have $10,000. How come you're not aware of it? So stupid.
Amanda, listen. I'm really sorry for everything I did. Please forgive me.
After all this time that you've caused me pain, you expect me to forgive you just because you don't know what to do? You're ridiculous. Are you making fun of me?
No, not at all. Believe me. I regret everything I did to you.
Then why are you still bothering me? If you're really sorry, just stop causing me more trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart.
Saying sorry doesn't change anything. We're already divorced, Michael. Go and live your own life. I think you should find a house to live in as soon as possible. Just to let you know, I'm not letting you in my house.
Amanda, please, you have to help me. Don't take everything away from me. Please, Amanda. Please forgive me.
I can't believe you who tried to dump me and my mother-in-law, then accused me of taking away everything from you. You're the reason why you ended up this way. When I needed you the most, you never cared and even cheated on me. So why would I care for you now? Take responsibility of your own actions, Michael. My ex-husband then came to my house, repeatedly asking me to let him in, but I strongly refused and never opened the door. Afraid of getting the police called by worried neighbors, he didn't make a fuss about it. But I had to keep some of his stuff at home because there was too much for him to carry at once. From what I heard, he had to break up with his lover as a result of strong oppositions from her parents. Apparently, he contacted her numerous times telling her that he wanted to marry her no matter what others say about the relationship, but she seems to have moved on. She no longer was interested in dating my ex-husband, who was broke from all the compensation he had to pay. At last, he ended up in his company's dormitory, and I'm sending his stuff there. After things settled down, he contacted me and his mother, saying that he regretted everything he did. But we ignored it, pretending that we never heard from him. He's no longer part of our family. Since his departure, his mother and I are living a happy life. My mother-in-law is also very happy for me, and I think I became a more positive person. The mood in the house seems much brighter now. My mother-in-law requires special care, but her heart and mind are working just fine and full of energy. She's been a great help in my journey, and I'm planning to support her as much as I can so that she can live her life to the fullest. I look forward to making more happy memories with her in the future.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.